After a long cold beginning to the year, a surprise mid-March thaw brings actual heat. Even with the fresh seeming feel of summer, though, fires across the city continue to be lit, and those who have known such false ends before remain cautious of a last wintry bite, so that by noon most days, if there is not a good breeze blowing, the skies above Vienna are greased with smoke and turned the fatty buttermilk pallor of church candles. There is a game that nobody wants to miss. Tickets have been given freely because this isn't just a sporting contest, it is an event, symbolic of so much. The Anschluss, more than a handshake, more than an embrace, a unifying of brothers and of blood. And from today, in the instant that the final whistle is blown, Austria as a national team, and to all intents as a nation, will cease to be. Those without tickets have no choice but to turn to touts, so the city's criminal element gets forging, understanding the killing to be had. The trick is not to gouge and to have youngsters do the selling, put them on street corners or the least lit booths of those cafes and bars who might be willing, for a modest skim of the profits, to allow such business to be done with all due discretion and the guarantee that there is to be no trouble and not even so much as a raised voice. Keeping things to just 2 or 3 marks, reasonable and affordable in the fortnight ahead of the game, then bumping the price to 5 for the couple of days before, and then in the hours immediately preceding kick-off, once the thought of missing out has turned people sufficiently desperate, and because suspicions will be aroused if those who can take advantage and are practically expected to should for whatever reasons choose otherwise, going to as high as 10. 60,000 genuine tickets will pack out the Prater Stadium at Leopoldstadt, 60,000 fists clutching small legitimate stubs of paper or constantly patting the pockets into which they've been tucked. And at least as many again, and by some estimations as much as twice that number, will arrive at the turnstiles with their forged scraps and be directed unceremoniously away. Many in the waiting line laugh openly and gloat at the idea that anyone could be so gullible as to pay out good money to a tout. But others who look on shake their heads in sympathy and even some sense of brotherhood, probably feeling their own stomachs stir in dread that a similar fate might await them once they reach the entrance gate, because even though they've received their tickets freely and in an apparently legitimate way, nothing feels quite guaranteed anymore. That level of certainty has slipped from life as they know it.